Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
Welcome back to the garage, and so it is very first modification that I am going to do on my bike. So it's been 2 years exactly that I am owning this bike, and today is the day that I am going to do my very first modification on this. So let me show you my bike first. So guys, this is my beast. As you know, this is 2015 KTM RC 200. So as you can see, I haven't done any modifications on this bike. It is completely stock. So this tint or wrap has been done by the previous owner of this bike. That also I haven't changed. So today we are going to change these levers. As you can see, this has got little bit bent in it. I should say completely it has bent. So once it had fallen down, not while riding, it was just parked and it fell down, and this brake lever got damaged. So that is what I'm going to change today. Along with this, I'll change the other lever as well of clutch. So here's the bike. As you can see, it is 100% stock. I haven't changed anything. There's the exhaust. Even that is stock as well. We'll change that sometime soon enough. So here are some of the KTM spare parts. Soon enough I'll be making a video on how you can service your bike completely on your own. You don't have to take anyone's assistance, or you don't have to take it to the showroom. This is what it is, 100% stock bike. So here's our cafe racer that I'm currently working right now. So this is an electric. Other than that, there are some more cars and bikes parked, and that is where I put my phone and record the videos. It feels really good to be surrounded by all these powerful cars and bikes, you know. And here's our little mechanic. Hey Momo, say hi.
Hi.
So he's doing something with this mini RC car, I guess. He's repairing. Soon enough he's going to be like me, I guess, a pro mechanic. Okay, anyways, so without further ado, we'll install the brake levers on this. Okay, so guys, there it is. The packaging from Amazon I have ordered. So the link is there in the description. I don't know where the description is, but you can see that description. Open it up and you can order it from there. I got it for just 999. Yeah, I got it for 999 rupees. It is extremely cheap. It is by Moxie. We'll open it up. Before that, let me wear my safety gloves. Boom! And there it is. My safety gloves are there. Within a minute, you'll come to know why I have wear that. Okay, so we'll unbox this now. I don't have cutter, I guess.
Monkey.
But I am a professional mechanic, you know that. And how we unbox this? Okay, so boom! There it is, my cutter. And I'm going to cut it using this. Let's unbox this. Please don't do this at home. I am professional, so please.
Oh, boy, sir.
So please, I request you not to do this at home. Okay, so there it is. I mean, really, see, just look at that thing. Oh my God. These are really amazing. Okay, sorry guys, it's my apology that I don't have that much skills to cut this correctly, but there it is. I can't wait, man. I've been waiting so long. Whoa! So there it is. So this is the front brake lever of the bike, and this is the clutch. Oh man, this one looks really premium. So this thing has 6 level of adjustment in that, so you can set it as per your hands. So as you know, some of them have smaller palm size, so they can keep it closer, and if you want you can keep it somewhat farther from the handlebar. That I'll show you later on this video. But see here, it has such a satisfying sound. You can adjust it up to 6 levels. That is really nice with these levers. Okay guys, so let's start installing these brakes. So this is the most easiest modification that you can do in your bike. So that is why I have started this as the first modification series.
Okay, if you can't install these brake levers without a video tutorial, then I don't know what you can do with your life.
Because this is the most easiest part. Okay, anyway, so we'll start with first the brake lever. So let me bring the tools first. So I'll keep the clutch lever aside. We first will install the brake lever. Okay, so for changing this brake lever, you gonna need these 2 tools, basic tools. So this is a flat end screwdriver, and this is a 10 number open end spanner. So you just have to hold this screwdriver here on the upper part of the lever and use this 10 mm open end spanner to unscrew the bottom nut. And that is how it comes out straight away. Here's the nut and bolt of it. Don't lose it, keep it safe. Always have a habit of using this type of plastic containers to store all these nut and bolts so that it won't run away. Okay, so there are this premium brake lever is going to go. So before that, let me just clear it up a little bit. So there it is. I have removed the brake lever from here. So this is the piston that goes like this. It reciprocates in to and fro motion like this, and this is where the bolt will be hinged. And if you can see, so as you can see there, here's a tiny little button. So that is of the brake lever. As soon as you hit the brake lever, the tail lamp goes bright. That is because of this tiny little switch. So now we'll put this brand new lever right there. It is extremely easy. You just have to slide this thing inside and make sure this piston end touches this tiny little slot made over here. It is purposely made for that, so that it won't slide around anywhere else. So we'll put it like that. Okay, once you put it right there, try to push it slightly inside and then put the bolt right in there. Now just tighten this upper bolt. Now that isn't it. We have to put this nut below this. And then rotate it in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so there it is. Wow man, it looks so cool. So this is actually too close for me, so I'm going to slide it around like that. So this is the nearest what you can go with it, and this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You won't come to know from there. Let me show you. So now it is on the first level. Now as I go on increasing these numbers, the distance between this lever and this throttle will increase gradually. See that? Okay, so now it is 1, it is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Wow. Oh my god, this thing is really cool, man. I always wanted this type of short levers. So as you can see, the older one, it was so freaking huge, and it used to look disgusting. See the difference, see the size difference between both of those. Okay, so there it is. It looks really cool. Now we'll install the other side. Well guys, so you saw how we installed the brake lever. Now we'll install this, the clutch lever. It is slightly difficult than the brake lever, but I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so first you have to remove this rubber flap or rubber cover from the clutch lever. Just pull it like that out and unscrew this. Then just keep on rotating that thing. Okay, so once you loosen both of this, well guys, so for this side you're gonna need a star screwdriver, and below there a 8mm bolt, nut. So we're gonna need a star screwdriver and 8mm spanner, but it is a lot more congested to put the spanner in there. So I'm going to loosen this up by loosening this 10mm bolt. So as you saw, I have loosened up the clutch lever. Now I'm going to use a 8mm socket to open up that nut. So here it is, 8mm socket. Now I'll open up that nut. So as I had told you, I was worried that it won't come out, and the same thing happened. So it is not coming out. It has got stuck. It is completely tightened up. So don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. Come other side of the bike. Okay, so what you are seeing here, so this cable is the clutch cable, and this is the adjustment nut of that. So the tension is adjusted using this nut. So for that you're gonna need a 14mm open end spanner, and just rotate that in anti-clockwise direction. So as you can see now, there is little bit play in the cable, and that is how we can remove the clutch cable from the lever. Remove this cable out of this lever from this latch. Also remove this sensor from Okay, so like that you remove out this sensor and just pull this lever out, and that is how it comes out. Okay guys, so now I'll install this clutch lever. Okay guys, so we are at the other side of the bike, and here we have our 12 and 14 mm open end spanners, and here's the clutch actuation assembly, and here are the two nuts that we have messed with. And now what we'll do is we'll tighten the upper one. So for that, rotate this nut in clockwise direction. Once you have adjusted that, go here up and then loosen this till the clutch lever comes in tension. Don't tighten it completely, make sure there is little bit play in the clutch lever like this, or else the clutch will be engaged always. So that is what we have to avoid. Once that is done, you can see the clutch operating properly. Then we just have to tighten this up and lock it out, and that is what all you have to do. Now I'll just tighten this up and I'll lock this. Rotate both of those in opposite directions so that they should lock. For example, hold this spanner down there and put this here and rotate both of this like you do it with the scissor, like this, and it will lock them. And now they have locked nicely. Once that is done, come on to this side, and as you can see, now there is a lot of play in the lever. You can see right there. So we have to adjust this as well. So just loosen this bolt and it will automatically tighten the lever like that. And this upper bolt, nut, this is a lock nut that will avoid loosening of this bolt automatically. So that is how it is. Now we'll just put this rubber cover on top of this. And now this thing is working perfectly fine. Then we'll install the sensor. So here it is, the clutch sensor. Just install this thing right there. Okay, so we have attached the sensor on the lever. So we have to tighten up the lever now. So just don't tighten it up. Do one thing. Now go and sit on your bike and adjust accordingly. Well guys, it's the time. Let's take this beast on a ride and see how the braking works for it. Well guys, so that's all for today. You saw how to install these levers and you even saw how it works. I'll show you a quick short ride on this, and it works perfectly fine and it looks really good on this bike. So it can go on any KTM basically, and I guess it goes on some of the Bajaj models even. such as NS200, RS200 also I guess. I don't know about other bikes, but I'm pretty sure it looks good and it goes pretty well on the KTM bikes. As you know, the link is there in the description. You can buy if you want, and you know how to install it. So now you don't have to take it to the showroom, and you can just install it at your home itself. Okay, and like that. Thank you so much, guys, for being to the end.